What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I actually have a double upload today. Today I've got some news on somebody getting banned for life from Fallout 76, as well as a second video talking about the microtransactions and economy in Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. But I want to jump into the first story here. Banned for life. That's right. No fun allowed in Fallout 76. Fallout 76 player banned for life after saying they plan to eliminate. Oh boy, oh boy. Bethesda has banned a group of Fallout 76 players for life after they launched a homophobic attack in the game. We have come to eliminate all gays. Players can be heard saying in a video, as reported by Eurogamer. The incident, which originally took place a couple weeks ago, lasted about 10 minutes and consisted of one group of Fallout 76 players taunting and harassing another group using slurs over proximity chat while trying to hunt them down. Fallout 76 is an online game where players coexist in a single map and are able to team up, trade, or in this case, virtually create hate crimes. Are you kidding me? A game where you are literally incentivized to shoot each other. This is what they decide to clutch their pearls over. One of the quote victims, by the way, what a harrowing victim. I'm surprised. Hopefully Bethesda pays them lots of money for their pain and suffering. Recorded a video of the encounter and shared it on Twitter in an attempt to get the maker of the game, Bethesda, to take note of the incident and punish the players involved. That's right. Don't log out or move on to something else. Make sure you clutch all of the pearls and you pretend you're totally offended by 12-year-old edgy boys in a video game. I'm calling bully hunters, someone can be heard saying in the video. I mean, obvious joke is obvious, to which one says, we're the gay eliminators. The same person can be heard later saying, we're cleansing the wasteland, while another repeatedly refers to AJ's group as a family-friendly word, while laughing throughout the entire thing. Oh, the humanity! 12-year-olds saying edgy things in a video game. Who could have ever foreseen this happening? When we look at the horrible... Now, I'm going to give you a trigger warning, obviously, because this is about as evil as it gets. Let's take a look at the harrowing experience.
Hello, boys. Hello?
Hello?
Attention, all queers. We've come to eliminate.
We've come to eliminate the
Stand
game.
down, and we will spare the level 2.
Let's just go to the, what's it called?
We've come to eliminate all gays.
All gays. Yeah, are you gay, sir?
Stand
You better not be gay.
Hey, you
Well, you better not be gay, bro. Oh my God, it's a
Eliminate
gay.
that queer. Queer down.
I don't know about you, but after listening to that recording, they sound like fully grown adults, deeply rooted with a message of hate. And I, for one, am happy they've been banned for life from one of the buggiest games in history. Now, this was put out by AJ Please of Chicago, a Twitch streamer, who was basically looking for attention, as obvious here. You know, oh, you gotta worry about if you're getting bullied, cyberbullying. And the top comment is, bro, you wouldn't have lasted 10 seconds in the Xbox party chat back in Black Ops 2 days. Of course this is pearl clutching. Look, if you've got to ban the player for a day or a week or whatever, I understand. If this is explicitly against the rules in the world, okay, fine. But let's not conflate this into some sort of thing where everybody, well, they already did, wrote articles about the harrowing, hate crimes in Fallout 76 and how all gamers are mean and evil and alt-right and things like that, as we know they're going to write. And by the way, let's take a look at what Fallout thinks about this type of language. Here we go, Fallout 1 and 2. A comedian, eh? F off. I have no time for your insane family-friendly word. Move to Fallout 76. Bans player for life in shocking in-game homophobic attack. There's no evidence, by the way, indicating that these kids knew this guy was or wasn't even gay. So how can it really be called a homophobic attack if it's just edgy boys being edgy? But, that's just me. I mean, I, of course, will accept the fact that young boys may make a mistake in their life. They may say some edgy things. It doesn't mean they are the worst possible thing on the planet, that, these games journalists will write about unendingly. Speaking of games journalists, before I get on to my next topic, I want to let you guys know how the Exclusively Games fundraiser is going, because as this was covered by Eurogamer, Kotaku, Polygon, literally anybody with pearls to clutch, I launched quietly a new project for a gaming website that covers literally everything except this baloney. No politics. That's the only rule. A forum that has a no dicks, no politics rules only for people who want to engage in pure escapism, because it appears to be a lost art. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. This has all sorts of important information, including the stretch goals. We've reached the first amount in 36 hours, basically saying, look, this is something we want. So I've been building out these stretch goals, and it's basically going to be funded by expensive t-shirts. So if you want, I've got screenshots of the website. The website's already in development and coding, should be live in a couple of weeks. I'm speaking to editors and writers right now. This thing is happening, but it could be truly great should you choose to support it. We've got t-shirts, we've got other levels of support, but I hope that you'll consider at least reading it over or watching the video here. Now I want to move on to how I solved the mystery of where all the canvas bags went. So do you remember when that Bethesda support employee, whom was later thrown under the bus by Bethesda, of course, reported that the nylon bag was a cheap substitute to the canvas bag from Fallout 76 because, well, apparently there was no more canvas on the planet Earth, and therefore everyone had to deal with a garbage bag with a logo printed on it for their $200 ultra premium rich guy edition of Fallout 76. Well, I have figured out where the world's last canvas went. Would you like to know where it went? Well, it went into fancy bags for YouTube influencers who all received them over a month ago. That's right. Despite Fallout 76 Collector's Edition bag controversy having begun only days ago, the story is rapidly developing and continuing to spiral out of control. Bethesda's bait and switch of a canvas bag for a cheap nylon bag sparked a heated discussion involving Collector's Edition owners and inevitably led to a response and compensation offer from Bethesda, which was $5 in in-game currency. And there's also a current theory that if you accept that currency, you probably waive your right to any of this class action lawsuit stuff going on, or anything like that. Well, it turns out that there was actually a bunch of YouTube quote influencers invited to an event for Fallout about a month ago in which they received fancy nylon bags. Let's take a look.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Fallout 76 mystery backpack opening video. I am currently in West Virginia at the Greenbrier Hotel, and I just got done playing the game, and all I can say is that I'm going to have some more stuff for you guys in the near future. But for now, let's open the swag bag. I actually do already know what's in here, but I wanted to show you guys. So we got this fancy backpack here, and I'm just filming it on my on my hotel bedroom bed, whatever, words. But yeah, so here is the swag bag. First of all, we got the Vault Boy mask, which is pretty sweet. We got the Vault Tech Fallout journal, pretty thick journal. Like there's a lot. I don't journal much, but if I ever need to, man, I've got my grounds covered with that thing for damn sure. Then in here we got, what do we got here? This. I'm not sure what this is really, guys. You guys are going to have to help me out with this. Pip-Boy 2000 MK6 kit.
Now, a quick Google search will show you several people received these fancy duffel bags. 1, 2, here's a third one. Here's another mystery box opening. And look, I don't blame these YouTubers for doing exactly what Bethesda expected them to do by flying them out to some promotional event, and that would be shill. But the question remains, if I paid $200 for a ultra premium edition, and look at all the stuff these influencers got. By the way, some of them have over 1 million subscribers and only receive 10 to 15,000 views on these videos. So either they're dead channels or their channels couldn't care less about a free swag video game bag that you got to shill their game. And this opens up a whole new issue, in my opinion, with YouTube influencers. Look, I get that when you're young, you think, man, this is cool. I'm getting a free plane ticket out to West Virginia and I'm going to get all this free swag. But you got to understand that there's a quid pro quo in place there. Whether they say it out loud or not, you are now bought. You are purchased, and until such a point where you put out harsh criticism on that particular game in the future, people are going to always think you're a shill. This is something that you need to be careful of if you're a YouTuber. I've been doing this for 10 years and covering a variety of things from Magic the Gathering to video games to everything in between. And there's no shortage of companies that are willing to pay for a plane ticket and give you some free swag to basically purchase either your silence on the problems or your undying support. There's no shortage of the next guy who will do it. That goes without saying, but I wonder if the Fallout 76 people that purchased the $200 Ultra Premium Edition had received this bag instead with an apology, and also maybe the Vault mask or some of the other neat swag that was in this box. I'd be willing to bet you that not only would they have completely not cared about the problem, but they would have been happy that you went above and beyond to saw that clearly you have these items. Clearly you could have printed more of them, but you chose not to. You chose to tell the Ultra Whale customer you don't care about them, take your crappy bag and move on with your life. Well, that's about it for today's Fallout 76 slow motion car accident videos. I'm hoping you're going to take a moment to check out the link in the description below to check out what we've got going on for exclusively games. Really passionate about this project, and I hope to have it completely live by the end of the month, and your support could make it something truly spectacular. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.